take our fishing magnet for a walk along the riverbank.
You may have seen some of our videos already and start to get the idea that we are up for travelling. We love it. We love to go all around the country. You may have seen the taste test up in Derby. You may have seen me being very brave in caves in France. But it's not all about going great distances, because today we are so near home, aren't we, dear?
We are.
Yes.
Just up the road. It took us 3 or 4 minutes in the car. We took the car in case we brought a lot back home, but you'll find out what we brought home throughout the video.
Yes, because what were we doing?
We took our fishing magnet for a walk along the riverbank.
This is a poker, is it? Oh, it goes on a gate or something, is it? Yeah, I think it's seen better days, but it looks like a gate fastener or something. Oh well, pop it in the bag.
This is my hook. Phil thought this was a poker from a distance. You can see why. But it looks like that hooked on something, and then that hooked on something. I'm not quite sure what. It's pretty corroded away here.
That's going to go, isn't it?
But I'm wondering if maybe it was something to do with hanging on there, and you could hang a pot on the bottom over a fire. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below what you think it is.
Yeah, because my second thought when I got a closer look was possibly a hook and eye on a gate, but it might be a bit big for that. You know, you have a bolt this end and you hook that end into
Could be to hook something. Because you've got a hook, but other than that, it's a mystery.
Definitely got a hook. Definitely got a hook. That is the hook.
So let us know, what do you think this is?
That is the eye, and I'm dropping rust all over your computer.
Caroline's just having a look there. So there's something interesting just here. I'm not sure. It's like the end of a watering can or something.
The interesting thing about this little item that we've just picked up in the film is that it's not all about magnets. It's also about your eyes, because I was a good few meters behind you and I just looked and there was something there that just looked out of place. So even if you're not magnet fishing, if you're taking a walk and there's a river, it's always worth a look. Now you may think, but Phil, you've got yourself a broken doorknob. I know. And if you had told me 6 weeks ago that I would be sat on YouTube saying, look, I've got a broken doorknob. But it's just the fun of finding something that shouldn't be there.
That's right.
And there it is. That's the piece we picked up. And that wasn't with the magnet. That was simply seen under the water.
Yes, now an interesting thing, whenever you're going for a walk along the river, or wherever you are, look for shapes that you wouldn't normally find in the river. If you can find circular shapes or square shapes, rectangular, look for the sort of things that you don't expect to see. Tune your mind in and you'll find it a lot easier to find them.
Yeah, like bars of gold, the sort of things you wouldn't expect to see.
I haven't found one of those yet.
I only go because I'm looking for bars of gold. The day I find one, I'll let Caroline edit the video while I just go down the bank and cash in the money for us, dear.
Right, let's get back to the river.
Let's have a look what else we find.
And here we are back down on the ground, and Caroline's been fishing and caught a little bit of the top of my pole. That's one of the ceramic gizmos in it for carrying the cable.
And here it is on the camera. You can see it there. I can show you much better at home.
Yeah.
I haven't cleaned this. It's rather grubby. But it's one of those things that you get on an electric pylon. And this is made of ceramics, and you can see it's a bit broken. But I think it's lovely. Not because it's anything special, but because I found it.
I've got to be honest. I think that makes a broken doorknob look even better.
It's bigger than yours.
It is. No, fair play. gorgeous deer. Sculpturally presentable.
Oh, yes.
As you say, thousands of them probably years ago up and down the river line because they carried all the cables from the colliery. Yes. Today, cables are gone, the pylons are gone, and there's just bits and pieces, and you drag that one up.
Now, I got this dry magnet fishing. I wasn't throwing my magnet into the water. I was just dragging it along in the grass by the side of the path, and this is what I turned up. So take your magnet with you wherever you go. You never know. Yeah,
it just was a clunk, clank, something on the end.
Yep.
Coming down to the riverside. Now there's something out in the river there. Again, it looks modern. There may be metal, so just for the fun of it, we're going to see if Caroline can get it with her magnet. No, fell short that time. No, just getting a distance, Oh, hang on, we're going past it. We got it over. Is it metal and will it stick? Yeah, there we go. This is just to illustrate, folks, that this thing works, because that's got to be plastic coatings. It's a fridge shelf, isn't it? There we go. Oh, hang on, what's going on? Oh, a bit of skateboard. Oh well, something else we need to put in the bin for. We will clear this river bit by bit. See the pillars that used to be carrying the blast pipes, carrying the compressed air from one colliery to the other. One there, one there. They ran right along the river. We used to walk on those pipes, so now they're all gone, scrapped, along with the collieries that use the air. Ooh, look at that. It's been washed away, isn't it?
You probably shouldn't.
Huh?
You probably shouldn't.
No, I didn't talk not. It looks a bit bouncy.
Yes, go in the middle.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. Okay.
Any last words before you fall into the river?
Now, the moral of this tale is simple. The things you could do at 7, you can't do at 57. Right, here we are now underneath the bridge that I was just on, and look what we found.
Right, let's see if we can get it out and if it's in one piece.
Do you want to have the camera now drag it out, or do you want to drag it out?
I'll have a go drag it out first.
Go on then, go on then, dear.
Look at that.
Hey, that's a cracker.
Good.
Ho ho ho.
Got a foot missing.
It's a beaut, huh? Do you want me to get in the water and wash it out?
Probably an idea, yeah. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Should have put my gloves on.
Look at that. There we go. Let's get it in the water then and give it a wash. That's coming home with us. go. Cracking.
Now this is the huge thing that Phil found, which I think is pretty much the find of the trip.
Yep. Now look at the end of that. Isn't that a cracker? And there's only one way to improve on that, and that's to have on the other end as well. And look at that. We have got just the ticket. This is a planter, I believe.
I
Did you
think
say
so,
a planter?
yes.
And I've got a feeling, now this is my theory, okay folks? We're all entitled to a theory. And I've got a theory that this was probably in somebody's garden.
Yeah, could be.
And when the floodwaters came, because when we were going along, at places that river had been 6-7 foot higher than it was on the day. We could see by the amount of debris around the trees.
Yep.
This has got washed out of somebody's garden and swept down.
Probably with plants already in it.
It's copper, I think, so it hasn't rusted or rotted at all. And there it was for us to find. There was just this little corner sticking out, and when you dragged it out and we washed it clean, that's only river clean.
Yes.
This again, we've done nothing to it since getting it back in. But yeah, I'm happy to say that would be find of the day. And I'm also happy to say I found it.
Yes.
Even though I think Caroline may have staged that just because she's trying to convince me this is a wonderful thing to do.
No, Phil
No,
genuinely did
I
find
did.
that.
I
was
did.
really annoyed.
I did. So there we go. Biggest find at least.
Yes, biggest find of the day, but I think the nicest find of the day.
Yeah, well, put it this way. Our youngest is trying to cadge it
I
off
know.
us.
We're going to be gone in no time.
There we go. That's our bit for clearing the riverbank. Not a lot, but if it's small enough to carry back, you should bring it away. In fairness, sometimes it's too remote, too big, too heavy. But these few bits are in the bin.
So I hope you've enjoyed our little trip down the river with our fishing magnet. We didn't get a lot with the magnet, but one day I'm going to find something really valuable.
I'm sure you will, dear. I'm
Thank you.
sure you will. And I will be there to drag you out if you find something too big and end up falling in.
Oh, thank you. He's so kind.
Yes. And I'm slowly being convinced. Having got the best find of the day.
Yes.
Because I am the unwilling partner.
Phil is the sceptic in all this, so one day we're going to convince him that magnet fishing is a fabulous idea. Until then, it's a little bit of hard work.
Yeah, but we're doing so many things. We're having fun.
We are.
And who knows what we'll be doing next.
So we'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, have fun. Bye.
Bye.
I know what I'll do.
You know what you do.
I think.
She knows what she's going to do. She knows.
I forgot again. I should let me go for it.
She's so good. Scary.
Shut up.
That's a good pause.
Yeah.
Horror.